Hi, I'm Beatrice Go and welcome to Sports Wrap. Filipinas Bianca Pagdanganan and Yuka Saso kicked off the country's campaign today in the women's golf tournament. Let's see how they fared on Wednesday, August 4. Bianca Pagdanganan crashed into the top 10, while Yuka Saso would have to mount a huge comeback in the next rounds of the Tokyo 2020 Olympics women's golf tournament. Pagdanganan had a stellar start to her campaign as she took the top spot after her first 5 holes and ended the first round with a 2 under par 69 at joint 7th. She is tied with 8 others, including South Korean LPGA star Inbee Park, who has won 7 major titles on the tour. The 23-year-old power player hit back-to-back birdies to start the opening round and made 3 more at the 5th, 14th, and 16th holes. She bogeyed the 4th, 11th, and 15th holes. U.S. Women's Open champion Sasso, meanwhile, shot a 3 over par 74, making only 2 birdies in the 5th and 14th holes, while committing 5 bogeys. Canadian caddy Lionel Matichuk, who was vital in Sasso's U.S. Women's Open and Japan LPGA Tour triumphs, has been recovering in the hotel due to heat stroke. He was rushed to the hospital yesterday. Sasso and other major winners like Canada's Brooke Henderson and China's Shanshan Feng need to bounce back from their lackluster opening round. Sweden's Madeleine Sagstrom took the top spot at the end of the round with a flawless 5 under 66, while American number 1 Nelly Korda lurked a stroke behind. Korda has taken the LPGA Tour by storm this season, winning 3 titles, including the Women's PGA Championship in June, and she continued her good form with a 6 birdie 67 after shrugging off 2 early bogeys. Earlier, we had a special guest as Raptor CEO Maria Ressa interviewed Philippines' first ever Olympic gold medalist Heidelin Diaz in her show Hold the Line. Diaz talked about grit, perseverance, and the importance of her team in her road to Tokyo this Olympics. Here's an excerpt from the interview.
Sana gusto kong tanungin dito, paano mo tinitingnan ang buhay? Ano yung nasa loob mo na hindi ka sumusuko? That goes back to just you, so that we all get a sense of that, diba? Because yes, the team helps, but in the end, there's just you. You win or you don't, or diba? So, ano
Yes.
yun? Ano mo tinitingnan ng buhay na pwede
Yes.
namin?
Para sa akin kasi naman, sorry. Kasi nung syempre yung last slip, ako yun eh. Ako yun and yung tiwala ko kay God and syempre prepare ako ng team. Kung hindi ko paniwalaan ng sarili ko na kaya ko, hindi ko yun magagawa. Hindi ko paniwalaan na prepared ako at may mga tao behind me at kailangan paniwalaan ng sarili. Kaya siguro na nagawa ko yun kahit nasa pandemic. Siguro kasi sabi ko, hindi ako pwede mag-give up. Malapit na ako dyan eh. Malapit na ako manalo. Ba't ako mag-give up? Yung ranking ko second na sa below China. So sabi ko, hindi pwede mag-give up ako na yun yung reason ko na, di ba, dahil mahirap. Kung hindi, sayang eh. Yung pinaghirapan namin ng buong team na para makapag-qualify. Tapos bigla akong mag-give up. So, hindi ako sumuko dahil alam kong kaya kong manalo.
So that was an inspiring message from Heidelin Diaz as she grits through trials right in the middle of her Tokyo Olympics build-up. So catch the full interview on Rappler Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube pages. Next, we move on to the medal tally. China remains on top with 32 gold medals, 21 silver, and 16 bronze medals. USA has been making a comeback through the athletics events with 25 golds, 30 silver, and 22 bronze, raising the tournament high to 77 medals. Host country Japan added 1 gold from skateboarding to push the total to 20 and tallied 7 silver and 12 bronze medals. Philippines dropped to 46 and is still tied with Tunisia. It records Hylin Diaz Olympic gold medal and Nesty Petesha's silver medal. Yumir Marshall and Carlo Paalam have secured sure Olympic bronze medals but are still vying for gold medals in their respective events. So only four Filipinos are left in the running in the Tokyo Olympics. So that includes Yumir Marshall, Carlo Paalam, and golfers Bianca Pagdanganan and Yuka Saso. But there are a lot more happening from all over the world, so don't miss out on these stories. The US women's basketball team avenged their pre-games exhibition loss to Australia by eliminating them from the Tokyo Olympics. US cruised to their 53rd straight win in the Olympic Games with an 86-73 victory over Australia. Brianna Stewart top scored for 23 points to lead the five-peat Olympic champions to a semi-final berth. US will face Serbia in the last four on Friday, August 6. Japanese teens swept the podium of the inaugural Women's Park skateboarding event. 19-year-old Sakura Yosozumi won gold in the finals with a score of 60.09, cementing Japan as a new powerhouse in the Olympic sport, which made its debut at Tokyo 2020. This is the first park gold for Japan and the host country's third skateboarding gold after Yuto Horigome and Momiji Nishiya topped the men's and women's street events respectively. 12-year-old Japanese skateboarder Kokona Hiraki took silver in the women's park after scoring 59.04, just 1.05 points behind teammate Yosozumi. Hiraki became the youngest silver medalist in Olympic history. Though she represented Great Britain, half Japanese 13-year-old Sky Brown took home the bronze after nailing a final run score of 56.47. It was an emotional finish for the skateboarding sensation as she fell in her first two rounds. American Sydney McLaughlin reset her world record and secured the Olympic gold in the women's 400-meter hurdles final. The new Olympic champion clocked 51.46 seconds to eclipse her own world best mark of 51.90 seconds and beat her teammate Dalila Muhammad, who was the 2016 Rio Olympic champion. Muhammad settled for silver with a time of 51.58 seconds, while Femke Balk of Netherlands finished third in a new European record of 52.03 seconds. So temperatures are rising again in Tokyo as the Olympics close in 5 days. Trackside temperatures at the athletic stadium are now at 40 degrees Celsius, and with reports of collapses due to heat stroke, Sweden and Canada have pushed organizers to move their 11 a.m. start of the women's football final on Friday. So we hope that it will also cool off at the Kasumi Gaseki Golf and Country Club as golfers Bianca Pagdanganan and Yuka Saso resume their second round of the women's golf tournament. Pagdanganan tees off at 6:52 a.m. while Yuka Saso goes off at 7:25 a.m. Boxers Yumir Marshall and Carlo Paalam also resume their semifinal bouts tomorrow. Paalam takes on home bet Ryome Tanaka in the men's flyweight semifinal at 1:30 p.m., while Yumir Marshall faces Ukrainian Alexander Kishniak at 2:03 p.m. in the men's middleweight semis. Again, this is Beatrice Go, Rappler, Manila.